Hello, listeners, and thank you for joining us today on Have I Got a Story for You, a special podcast series from PJ Library. During every episode, our narrators share child-friendly stories from great Jewish texts, adapted and edited for our youngest learners and listeners. You can listen to all of our Jewish storytelling podcasts by searching PJ Library on your favorite podcast platform. Today, we're going to listen to a Torah story you may already be familiar with, the creation of the world, from the book of Bereshit, or Genesis. Before we begin, let me share an idea with you from a great Jewish leader and teacher, Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel. He once asked, "What was the first holy object in the history of the world? A mountain? An altar?" He went on to answer that time, in fact, was the first holy thing. Let's listen to the story together and see if we can understand what he meant. In the beginning, the world was still unformed. On the first day, God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. On the second day, God said, "I will separate waters above from waters below," and there was sky. On the third day, God said, "Let the earth sprout plants," and there were trees, fruits, and every kind of vegetation. On the fourth day, God said, "Let lights shine down on earth," and there was a sun, a moon, and many stars. On the fifth day, God said, "Let creatures swim through the sea and fly through the sky," and there were fish and birds. On the sixth day, God said, "Let animals fill the earth," and there were creeping things and beautiful animals of every imaginable kind. Then God took a deep breath and said, "Now I will make something special that contains a little bit of my own spirit." And God formed human beings. God made us. With this, the work of making a world, sky, earth, and sea, all full of creatures and the very first people, was done. God looked around and saw all the good things. God was tired and proud. So on the seventh day, God did something really important. Took a break. God rested and blessed the seventh day and called it holy. The end. Now, thinking back to what our friend Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel said, let's reflect on that last line of the story. On the seventh day, God rested and blessed the seventh day and called it holy. The very first Shabbat happened on that seventh day of creation. It is the grand finale of the story and the very first thing designated as holy in the Torah. Not an object, not a place, not a person, but time, a day, a holy time to take a break. On Shabbat, Jewish people all over the world rest and recharge. Shabbat is a weekly invitation to families to be together in ways that matter to them, to talk, to play, to make music, to ask questions, to listen to each other, to tell stories, to see beautiful things, to check in, to think about the world together. How do you take a break? What does rest mean to your family? To learn more and to find other stories about Shabbat as well as blessings, how-tos, and printables, visit pjlibrary.org/Shabbat. That's SHABBAT. This story was narrated by Marcus Goldhaber, and our music is licensed from Epidemic Sound. Copyright PJ Library, a program of the Harold Grinspoon Foundation. All rights reserved.